Folks, well I'm back in the woodland again. I'm actually just back to my old location from the last video. I have some resources here. I'm going to actually take those and I'm going to move them further down here in the bush. I'm going to set up a different type of shelter, some type of survival shelter, floating bed. I'm not really sure yet, but I only brought tarp today and my sleeping bag, so I'm going to have to build something, and we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, I'm going to go find a spot down here in the woods, come back, gather this stuff up. Alright, so I think I found a location here in the bush. I'm going to build something right here between these two trees, here and here. Put a fire out here. And yeah, so got a bit of tree cover all around me. It's going to get a little windy tonight. 30 kilometer-hour gusts, it says, so it's not too bad. I don't see any widowmakers in here, which is good. So I'll drop my bag and start moving things over here. The other location's actually just, can't see it from here, but it's straight right over there, about 100 meters. So this little woodland in here is nice. It's kind of open. There's lots of dead standing too, so it's great for firewood. There's birch bark I noticed around already, and there's some saplings out there on the trail that I came in on, and they should be good for this shelter I'm going to build, hopefully. Alright, well I cleaned up the old site. That was the fire pit. That was the seat. Get everything moved over. Birds are out laughing at me because I'm out here sleeping in the woods. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to get this moved over and I'm going to start working on my shelter. That should be a big enough hole to put my bed there for my feet. Fire pit's going right there. Yeah, I wasn't going to bring them because the last few days, actually the last week, we had some warm temperatures and the snow's kind of melted and crunchy. So I thought I'd just walk in, but headquarters, aka the wife, said you better bring them just in case, and I'm glad I did, because I did need them walking in. And then they do work as a good shovel, so. Alright, so my original plan coming out here was to make like a floating bed. I was going to tie this log in the tree so I could sit and build a shelter here. But I'm almost pretty well perfect sitting distance now when I sit there. So I think what I'm going to do is not use the paracord and tie to those trees and just build a platform bed right on top of the snow, because I can still sit here anyways. Alright, well I got the basis of the bed laid out. That's with no paracord or anything right now, but I am going to paracord the ends, like this log to that log. Same with over there and here, just so they're not rolling all over the place. Alright, so I went and collected a bunch of little saplings. I was looking for this, like the Y shape at the one end. They're all bendy, they're all kind of bent into the snow anyway, so I grabbed those. Got another stick here, I'm going to leave a gap like this, and they're going to go down in here, come up and attach to the ridge pole there. And that's going to create a concaved, concaved kind of shelter. shelter pretty much set up there. I mean, I still have that plastic that's going to go down in the front. Probably do that a little later. Just because now it's starting to, it's mid-afternoon, it's 3 o'clock. I'm going to have to get firewood. Still want to put some snow back here. It's a little bit loose, so I'm going to just put some snow on that and yeah, get some firewood. So it's looking pretty good. See how warm we'll get it tonight. And there's a prime candidate for a fire right there. Bark's coming right off. Nice and dry looking. That one's coming down. Alright, well I got a bunch of wood. It should do for the night, I'm hoping. And I also got a couple more logs for the windbreak. Dandy piece. Alright, it's time to make some supper. Got the old classic snow. A little potting here. This time I got a stick. Just going to put it over the fire. I cut a little groove in it. Yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of the tripod last time, so I'm going to go with the old stick method here. And tonight's supper, it's going to be easy tonight. It's going to be one of these pre-made meals by Wise Company. Got this Canadian Tire. Cheesy lasagna with sausage. I think this one serves 2, I believe. Yeah, so it's about 5 o'clock. The temperature's starting to go down now. I think it's -1, -2. Like I said earlier, it's going down to what was it, -10, 12, with a wind chill of -18. That's Celsius. So it's going to get pretty cold. Fire! Gotta keep an eye on that firewall, folks. It's alright though. We got snow here in the winter, so. There, so that'll just melt anyway and wet the wood. That wood was already wet anyway when I cut it, so again, I'm not too worried. It's winter. Nothing's going to catch on fire out here. Alright folks, well I'm just going to finish this supper here, hang out by the fire, and crack a couple more beers here pretty soon. Sun's going down now. I think I got about an hour left of sunlight, and yeah, just gonna take it easy and relax. Alright, before it gets too late, I'm gonna get that plastic up here so I box myself in a little bit. See how warm I can get it. Sun's gone down now. It's probably got about half hour of daylight left, and it'll be dark, so might as well start this. Alright, I got it all tied up across the top, and it's just hanging off the ground, which is fine. What I'm going to do is add some weight to the bottom of it there. Alright, and so on either end of the tarp here, I'm just going to take a stick and wrap it in the plastic, I think. So it kind of hangs right here. And just punch a hole to run some string through it. There. I got weights on either end, and I had to put one in the middle because it was dragging down. So anyway, that should heat up pretty good. I got my lantern in there. Because of the tin foil, it's glowing like crazy. But yeah, it should be pretty good. Looks like it's -2 degrees Celsius. I'll leave this outside for a bit longer and take it inside after. So I just got it hanging on a tree away from the fire. Yeah, I'll take it inside later and I'll see how warm I can get it. Alright, so I just finished cutting up some wood. I got a pile here, pile next to my head there. I'm going to try to keep feeding the fire all, well, not all night, but as long as possible. I just threw my sleeping bag, an air mattress in. That's all ready to go. It's -5 out here now. The wind's actually picked up, as you can see in the fire. And the wind changed direction, so it was coming from that way. That's why the shelter's there, facing the wind. But the wind's kind of coming from the south, which is probably better, so it won't be so cold tonight. But it's supposed to be -10 with a wind chill of -18 Celsius. And that's what it's going to be like waking up in the morning, so we'll see if that holds. But yeah, so it's -5 right now Celsius. When I was setting that up in there, it was +5. That was with this opening and closing and stuff. So imagine we can get that up to +10 or higher, so we'll see. I'm just going to throw some more wood on. I'm going to crawl in there and just chill out and see what the temperature is going to be. It is getting hot in here. Hopefully you can see that. It is 20 degrees Celsius. It's -5, maybe -6 degrees Celsius outside. And yeah, I'm in my sleeping bag. And this is down by my sleeping bag right now, so this isn't even up high. +20, so yeah, it's pretty awesome. So I'm all sort of tucked in, and yeah, I'm just going to lay here for a bit, maybe throw some more wood on the fire, because I have a whole bunch right over here by my head. And then, yeah, that's it for the night. I'm done. Well, I made her through the night. It's 6:45. I'm going to get up. It's bright out. The birds are starting. And it's pretty windy all night. But yeah, it got pretty cold after that fire went out. I kept it going till like 4 in the morning. Just laying here, reaching out, throwing some logs on. But I did save a few for morning for bacon and eggs, and I have a few more over there, smaller ones to cut up. But yeah, it was 20 degrees in here anyway, and it's -10 right now. And yeah, gonna get up, get a fire going, and start some breakfast. That's frozen over a little bit anyway. Alright, well, the water didn't freeze last night. That was underneath me. There's the bacon. And the egg. there it is, folks. Breakfast of champions. Well, I'm going to sit here and eat this, and yeah, get back to you later. I was just over here listening to the birds, and man, when you leave the fire, it is cold in that wind. It's got to be at least, it says it's minus 18 in the wind chill, and it probably is. So once that goes down a little bit more, I'm going to tear the rest of this shelter down, and that's it. I've been boiling snow since yesterday, and look at all the crud in the bottom. Been using this for, well, everything. Coffee, hot chocolate, tea that I had last night. And you can see all the spruce needles and dirt in the snow. You can't get it all out, but it's alright. It settles to the bottom anyway, so when I pour it in the cup, I'm not drinking dirt. Alright, that's pretty much it, all packed up. Got the garbage. I don't burn the garbage because I don't want the leftovers in the ground. That's it. I'm going to leave that frame up because I might actually come back here. Just wait for that fire to go down a little more and put some snow on it. Yeah, it's a pretty easy thing to build. Alright, the fire's out. Well, they'll be out, just steaming off there. All packed up, ready to go. Headed home. As always, folks, thanks for watching, and thanks for watching me freezing my butt off out here. Click the thumbs up to this video. If you like these types of videos, subscribe to the channel. There's going to be more coming in the future. And if you have any comments or suggestions, leave them down in the comment section below. Until next time, peace.